Let me start by asking all of our panelists over here. Let me start with you, Deepa Ishwar. Are you a law-abiding citizen? You believe in the law?
Absolutely.
Malvika Vinash, you believe in the court?
Yes, I do, all the more because I studied laws.
Great. Mr. Kumar, do you have faith in the courts of our country, the Supreme Court?
Yes, of course.
So then let me ask you, all three of you, beginning with you, why is it that the Supreme Court judgment is so hard to abide by?
I believe in law, but I also believe in religion. I believe in law, but I also believe in faith. So you cannot have either of the two. You need to have both of them. I'm sure all of you agree. You cannot sit and list down all of those religious beliefs that goes against the constitutional articles and tick off one by one and take them all to the Supreme Court. So
Actually,
it's all
you
based
can.
on faith.
Actually, you can. Malvika Avinash, since you have studied the law, you would know that religion is to be respected, but the law is law. And as citizens of this democracy, we have to abide by the law. Isn't that correct?
You see, right from the minute go, when it came to Sabarimala, the very petitioners were not sure of what they were petitioning for. And this came out in the Supreme Court itself. They admitted to the fact that they indeed do not know much about Sabarimala and the practices there. So that was the case of the petitioners. However, the Supreme Court decided to hear the matter because after all, there was a PIL and it had to be heard because what prompted them essentially was not Article 14 or the right against discrimination as they claim, but was an article which was meant to sort of defame the faiths. Let me finish. No, let me finish. You have to let me finish and then you can ask me. Therefore, and it was certainly not defended well by the state because the state again does not believe in the faith of the Hindus. Now let me tell you, since you're speaking of constitution and I studied it as a subject, what under constitution makes a right under 25 or 26 subservient to a right under 14? And whose rights are we speaking about? These are faiths of believers against those of non-believers.
Okay, so ma'am,
is
let me
this
stop
a
you
question
there.
of
Let me stop you
21?
there,
Then I
because-
will agree with you.
Let me stop you there for a second.
Yes.
Because for far too long, there has been this misconception and misinformation which has been pervaded to the public saying that this is a case of law versus religion. The
Not at all.
Supreme Court
Not at all.
judgment-
It is a case of 25 versus 14.
The Supreme Court
25 of those who believe and 14 of those who don't.
Malvika Avinash, the Supreme Court judgment, which was a majority judgment of a constitution bench, which included the Chief Justice, has said that this has got nothing to do with religion. So you are only trying to emotionally manipulate people in the name of religion.
The
Deepa
bench
Ishwar, and
also
Mr.
had
Kumar.
Indu Malhotra, Justice Indu Malhotra, who spoke differently. So you shouldn't conveniently ignore
No.
just one comment. And that too
No.
coming from a woman herself.
No.